So welcome to this episode of Dirt Cheap Guitar. I got a new box, and in this box is another guitar that I'm going to be featuring. And as I've said before with this channel, I'm really trying to find things for especially new guitar players to get the best bang for your buck. So in this video we're going to be doing the unboxing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post new content or go live. If you have anything that you'd like to see demoed or specific instructions on something, whether it be guitar related, music related, sound reinforcement related, just put it in the comments below. So I ordered this a week or so ago, and it got here a couple of days ago, but it's been cold. The box was cold when it came, so I like to err on the side of caution and kind of let the box kind of acclimate to room temperature. Some people will say, you know, when you get a guitar in from shipping, to let it sit for 24 hours or so that it comes up to whatever room temperature of your house is. Mainly that's so that when you open the box, you don't get condensation or anything like that on the body. Now, with electric guitars, it's probably not as much of an issue. But definitely certain acoustic guitars and certain finishes, it's just better to kind of let it warm up a little bit. So let's see what's in the box. Again, you always want to be careful opening these with knives because you never know what else might be in here. Packing, shipping label, I say it's a good idea to kind of hang on to the box for a few days in case you find something wrong with the instrument and you need to send it back. Okay. So it is a Squier. Get rid of that box. Now, when you're unboxing, check the little packing boxes too, because even though this is a spacer inside the box, there's actually some instructions and a couple of Allen wrenches or hex wrenches to be able to do adjustments. So, you know, you want to make sure that there's not anything in there. Okay. So you may be able to tell this is going to be a Telecaster. So, why did I choose this one? And I'm going to be doing a full demo of this, but I just wanted to kind of get a, you know, a box opening video to kind of show what's coming for the channel. So, Squier guitars are a subsidiary of Fender, and Like a lot of guitars, these are actually made by the Court Company, which is a South Korean company. And they're made, in this instance, in Indonesia, I believe. Yes, crafted in Indonesia. So prior to around 2007, 2008, a lot of these were made in South Korea. But there was some controversy about some of the worker complaints, salaries, things like that. And Court basically went and closed their South Korea factory and opened up in Indonesia. So depending on which brand you get, if you see something that says Indonesia, there's a very good likelihood it's made by the Court Company for, in this case, Squire. And the differences, this is a Squire Bullet, and it is the entry level or the least expensive Squire product that's out there. The next step up from this is the Affinity, and I'll go into more detail, but the biggest difference between this and the next series up is the body wood. This is actually a basswood body, which the ones above this, it's alder. It's a little bit heavier. Some people prefer that better. It just depends. I went with this for two reasons. One, it's got a metallic flake sparkle finish, which is kind of cool. So it's got that little bit of bling factor. Secondly, I like the lighter woods. When you get older and you're playing gigs and it's a longer gig, it's nice to have a guitar that you can switch to that's lightweight to kind of give you a little bit of a break. I've got my late 70s model Stratocaster, which is a hardtail, so it's not routed, and that thing is like wearing a brick around your neck. It's very heavy. I mean, I love playing it, but eventually you'll start to get a little bit tired. So for longer gigs, lighter guitars are great. And so just looking at this out of the box, the workmanship looks pretty good on it. The neck is straight. The action seems to be okay. So when I'm looking at less expensive guitars, one of the things I checked to see how the quality was in manufacturing is to look at how the fret ends are done on the guitar. Oftentimes when you put these frets on, they'll have kind of a burr edge on the end of it. And a lot of times less expensive guitars, when you go and you move your hand along the edge of the neck, you'll feel that it's very rough. What I look for is to see if these were dressed, meaning they took a little bit of a file and kind of smoothed them out. This one, it feels pretty good. The neck, it's a C-shaped neck. It's a satin finish, which is nice if you have to play in hot environments, or like I've done a lot of festival gigs and stuff in the past. When you have a painted neck, sometimes it can get a little bit sticky and hard to play. So I have one guitar that I've actually sanded down the back of the neck to get that kind of played in feel, and this is nice because it's already like that. I don't have to do anything to it. The hardware looks pretty good. Just like with most of these models, I know that one of the things that I could upgrade down the road is put in a better set of tuners. These are okay. I don't feel a whole lot of play in them. The frets seem to be good. Obviously it's not in tune, but I can quickly kind of go down and see what it looks like. I'll probably put some new strings on it and maybe kind of oil the fretboard a little bit. I might buff the frets just because it has a little bit of feel to it. But again, who knows when this one was actually made. I'd have to look up the serial number, but I have a feeling based on it coming from Indonesia, this is probably made sometime in the last 6 to 8 months at least. So it's kind of been sitting in storage essentially. And you know, when things sit up for a while, sometimes you can get a little bit of corrosion or what have you. This actually looks pretty good. The controls feel good. Nothing there. So Looks like it's got 9s on it, strings. Very nice. So, before I do the video review of this, I'm actually going to go through and play a little bit. I like to do that before I kind of talk about the pros and cons, because I want to kind of put it through its paces and see what I like, what I don't like, what could be improved. But be looking for that video to come out in the next week or two. I've got some other videos that I'm working on as well. Plus, I'm also working on some theme music for some friends for their podcasts. So I'm staying pretty busy, but be looking for that. And again, this is the Squier Bullet Telecaster in the sparkle finish. And again, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you have one of these, comment and tell me what your thoughts are on it. How long have you had it? How has it held up for you, etc.? Because again, we're looking for guitars that are going to be good value, especially for the student or the beginning guitarist. And until next time, remember, keep practicing.